I cannot win it alone. You cannot win it alone, but together we can. Hello everyone. I am Jyotirmaya. You can call me as Jyoti or Joe. I am based out of Bangalore, India, a diversity and inclusion enthusiast working towards disability livelihood with a collective of NGOs, companies, and family from the ecosystem. I am passionate about working for the elevation of underrepresented marginalized community like persons with disability, LGBTQ plus community, and working closely for their empowerment, mental health, and their skill development. And last but not the least, I am an ally. Edward Kennedy says, "What divides us pales in comparison to what unites us." And another famous personality, Jacqueline Woodson, mentioned, diversity is all about us and about us having to figure it out how to walk together through this world. We are living in 21st century world and we are super busy and we are surviving with this rapid change around us. We are trying to accommodate ourselves in every second and every minute, but we forget the basic things. There are two basic things which we always forget is humanity and togetherness. Without these two, we cannot take ourselves to the next level. These two are nothing but just a mindset. And how can we develop this mindset? Think about a problem around us. In this earth, every second there is some calamity, there is some challenging situations happens. And how we can solve those problems? If you want to solve this problem, you need that mindset because this is social challenges. If you want to solve any social challenges, you have to go through the social mindset and the togetherness. If you want to solve these two things, you need the skills. If you want to develop the social thinking, you have to develop your empathetic mindset with respect to the social situation. The second thing is you need STEM. You need the data. You need the data-driven decision-making capabilities. And this can be possible through the STEM. Typically holds a degree in STEM-related category, such as science, technology, engineering, and math. The STEM industry includes around hundreds of occupations, with employee obtaining various level of educations. In the 21st century, nearly all industry includes STEM-related occupations. Why we talk about STEM and how the revolution and evolution of the STEM field has happened? Growth in STEM occupation increased almost 80% since 1990, primarily due to increase in computer technology and digital economy. According to Pew Research Center, computer job and this digital field has increased around 338% between 1990s and 2018. In modern days, we always look for diversity in every sector. But why to increase the diversity in STEM? Because diversity fosters new idea and support innovation. Diverse experience boosts the critical development in the STEM field. It also helps the economic empowerment and improvement and social development as well. Some of the business are most likely to gain above average profitability because of the diversity in STEM. And the most important thing is when diverse group of people attempt to solve a problem, they bring different ideas, opinions to the table. And diverse group tend to perform the strongest in problem solving situation. And the non-diverse group can hinder the perspective of sharing and innovation. Why does a diversity gap in STEM exist? I can broadly categorize into the three segments. These are the three reasons why a diversity gap exists in the STEM field. First thing is the social stereotype. Social stereotype is nothing but which limit the marginalized group from entering into the STEM field or STEM workforce. And the second thing is misguided idea or myth. This is about who can contribute to the STEM field. We always think, okay, X person can contribute in a right way, Y person cannot contribute into the STEM. That is how we distinguish based on our information. But we don't know it's a holistic view. And the third thing is unconscious bias. This is, I can give you an example. We all as a human being, human often make automatic decision based on our individual life experience and the preference. How we perceive the things, that is how we take the decision. This decision can lead to a biased conclusion. Unconscious bias can negatively impact these marginalized community with their mental health and as well as physical health. And ultimately, it will be change the minority demographic. These are the three primary reasons behind the diversity gap in the STEM exist. And when we are talking about diversity, I am more concerned about the marginalized group. Marginalized groups in STEM. Today, we will be focusing the two major marginalized group which most of us are ignoring. The one is LGBTQ plus community and the second is the disability, the persons with disability. I always believe in if you want to solve any societal problem, then it has to be changed from your root. The root is where we start our journey, whether it is our childhood days or our schools, education system or our corporate journey. LGBTQ. What is this? It is nothing but lesbian, gay, bisexual and transgender and queer community. Why do we need to think about this community? Why we are thinking about bringing the inclusion with the LGBTQ plus community? There are two ways we can think of it. Maybe we can think of some to avoid some negativity, or we can think in such a way which can embrace some positivity. Let me talk about how we can avoid the negativities around us. Some research says LGBTQ experience discrimination as a result of gender diversity and sexual diversity. This has an impact on the mental health. The impact of abuse, bullying, discrimination and the fear of discrimination which is for the minority people or minority community, it leads to chronically high level of stress faced by these people, and also they face the various challenges from the stigmatized community which has the impact on the health of those LGBTQ people. That is how we can avoid the negativity and how we can embrace the positivity. Maybe we can offer something which is for everyone. Everyone has the best chance to achieve something based on their potential, which can thrive at career. And we can talk about something, okay, this is something right to do. It is their right to do. They have to do it because we are always looking for equal opportunity for all. There are three broad constructive ways to bring the LGBTQ inclusivity in the workforce. The first thing is awareness. How we can increase the awareness? By avoiding the discriminatory language against them and acknowledging the gender and sexual diversity. That is the two way how we can bring the awareness in our community. And the second most important thing is the transformation. This is the transformative practice we have to bring in our culture. That is how we can make it through the various engagement with LGBTQ community, and we can bring some role model or allies in the working environment. That is how these people will get motivation, and we can make as much as possible the social engagement for them. And the third important way is the addition way. how we can add something, how we can include something. We have to bring the inclusiveness, and this can be possible through we can bring some mentorship for the LGBTQ personalities. That is how they can easily share their various day-to-day challenges with them, so that they can help them to achieve their goal and to take their life to the next level. And we can include some of the theme and topic related to the LGBTQ community in our day-to-day business. I would like to share some of the best practice for an inclusive environment for LGBTQ individual. First thing is, be thoughtful about the language what we use for this community, and learn the basic vocabulary around the LGBTQ plus identity. I would like to give some example here so that it will be easy for you to understand, like binary assumption language, right? We every day in our life we are using, such as ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men's and women's, and the faculties, brother and sister. So these all are a binary system of gender which is biased and we should avoid it. And how we can change it as an alternative? So we can include some language related to the gender inclusive language, like esteemed guest, my friends, hi colleagues, hello students, hello everyone. These are the few examples. That is how we can adapt. And we can bring some more opportunities, and we can create some opportunity for the people to describe who they are and how we can avoid assuming people's identity, names, how they pronounce. And the next most important thing is we can foster a safe environment for these individuals to reveal their LGBTQ plus identity, so that they will be feeling safe with us to in this journey. Now, the second part is disability. Disability is something which can include that those who are affecting from vision, speech, hearing, attention, learning, and mobility. These are some of the invisible disability we have. Include some learning disability like attention deficit, autism, spectrum disorder, and psychiatric impairment. These are also called as invisible disability. There are numerous number of disabilities, and there are over 1.3 billion people with disability around this world. Despite the legislative measure and assistive technology in these days, in this modern digital age, you are seeing still there are countries and still there are communities with there is a strong gap between those community and what we are living today. So we have to bring that gap to a shorter interval in education and employment opportunity. How we can bring this opportunity for the people with disability? As we as a responsible human being, we have to empower those students and professionals with disability to realize their potential by enabling equal access to the resources and some of the opportunities. How we can improve these people with their disability and how we can include them? Some of the research reveals that people with disability experience a lower level of career success than those without disability. Students with disability are less likely to compete high in school rather than the student with who are having no disability. But why? Until and unless we change the root of the problem, we cannot change the workforce diversity from the day one. The root here is the beginning of our life, which is the childhood education and the family support. The main problem are there are many social stigmas and societal factors which serves as a barrier in our society and community. And the second most important problem in this area is the school and classroom practice, which we are having the traditional practice. And the third most important problem for this community is we have a wrong assumption that students with disability are less capable, they can do better in that, they cannot do better in this. So that is how we are assuming. So those things should be avoided. here I'm going to share some of my personal experience. I was working in a neurodiversity community with my friend Luza. She always believed we as a community we have to bring the neurodiverse people or disabled people with our journey, and she is sharing some of the point here regarding how the STEM can be more inclusive with these neurodiverse people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lutza Island from Turbuland in Brisbane, Australia. I'm an autistic and ADHD psychologist and social designer and the founder of Matrix Design and Health. The neurodistinct community is full of passion and a really wide range of diverse thinking styles. Neuroinclusion in STEM would harness the creative potential of neurodiversity so we can develop innovation that is truly accessible, equitable, and innovative for everybody's benefit.
Now, you must have noticed in both the cases of LGBTQ plus community and the disability inclusion in STEM having same type of problems. How we can avoid these problems? We can work together for this. And how that is how we can build an ecosystem. We have to build an ecosystem for them, for both the marginalized community. And here are some of the responsible partners, how we can bring these partners while building the ecosystem for this marginalized community. First one is the persons with disability or LGBTQ plus community. And second thing is the STEM awareness. We have to maintain this awareness and its importance. That is how the marginalized people will get aware of this community and how we have to get into that. And we have to bring the parents, family members, peers, teachers and mentors together, and we can bring some project based learning. That is how they will learn through the experiential learning. And we can bring the government service, because that is the first priority. Who can build the policy for this ecosystem? The policy maker, we have to bring them on board. And the final partner is the community leaders. Without them, the community is unfinished. We have to bring the community leaders, and that is the complete package of the partners. That is how we can build an ecosystem for the entire marginalized community. A proper ecosystem from education till their employment and their day-to-day assistance as well. That is how this ecosystem will be helping them. Once we build this ecosystem, then we can change the world through STEM. I, you, and we all together can change this world in a right direction with these three things. First one is inspire. We have to encourage these people. We have to encourage the marginalized community. We have to motivate them. The second is empower. We have to do something to their empowerment. We have to bring like employment, some education opportunity. We have to bring some inclusive opportunity for these people. That is how it will be empowered. And third thing is elevate. We have to lift this community. That is how they can achieve the success and they can travel this journey with us. Now, I would like to ask, can we win together? Yes, we can win together. Let's come and join.